Hello everybody, hope you are having another blessed day, and today I just want to showcase a quick Dark Warrior FTK combo. Now before we get into the combo, I want to give all credit to another Dark Warrior player out there named Decatron on YouTube. Now if you haven't checked out his channel, he also makes a lot of Dark Warrior based combos, so I'd definitely say go check him out if you enjoy Dark Warriors. But with that in mind, let's jump into this combo quickly. So to showcase this combo, I just want to show you basically what you can do with this one card. Okay. So this is all just off of one card period. So we'll just do a near space connector combo. Okay, it's the basic like one card combo for Dark Warriors out there. So we're just gonna go through the combo like normally. We get into our two warriors, and we can die Isolde. From here, we just add any warrior. Or really, yeah, just remember which card, because whatever card we're gonna shuffle back, add to our hand right now, we're just gonna shuffle back off of Plague Zombie. So the only thing different is one more card was ended, and that's gonna be this card right here. Sword of Sparkles is the card that kind of makes this FTK possible. Okay, and you'll see at the end of the video what it does if you haven't seen it already. So just keep in mind, this is the card that does it. And actually is a pretty decent card. It's something I may play over the Horn of the Unicorn, because there is no card I can kind of shuffle back if I have Extender, so it's not that bad. Okay, so let's just get more through the combo. So just like normally, you're still going to go into Armageddon Knight. Release into some kind of level 4 to pitch the Plague Spreader. So if you brick with Armageddon Knight, you can always just special summon Dark Grapher and then send it to get the Plague Spreader. So that's perfectly fine also. So we shuffle back our card, and the Plague Spreader, and now we're going to send Plague Spreader to get into. We're going to get into High Fibrax for the Vion Cube. And now this is where it's different from like my Yugioh, because that's why I always like to play it's a Yugioh Dark Warrior variant. You're not going to go into Dawn Dragons the front of the gate. You're actually going to go into now, for the FTK, Shooting Riser Dragon. And this is all because you can now lower this level and synchro up again. And I'll show you how you're going to do this in a bit. So what you need to do after you add your equipped spell off of Vion Cube, you need to at least you have to send a level 4. And that is kind of mandatory, okay? Because you need the bell to synchro into a level 5, and if you know about FTKs, you should have a kind of an idea what this level 5 is, but you'll find out in a bit. So I sent Fronton Thrasher to make this card level 3, which is perfectly good. And now I'm basically going to send out High Fibrax into Link Cross, the card that hopefully gets banned, because it does actually make this FTK possible just from this one card. So for that, I get 2 tokens. Now we're going to synchro using the Rise of Dragon 2 tokens. And we get Garden Rose Maiden. And this card is a big part of the FTK, because it has 2 parts we're going to use. The first one is basically getting Black Garden, which basically means anytime you special summon a monster, your opponent gets a token. Okay, and then the second one is that if you can banish from the grave to target one Dragon Synchron monster in the graveyard and special summon it. Which, at this point, you should probably guess what we're going to use later. So, let's get our Black Garden to our hand, and then activate it. And now we're going back through the regular combo of Dark Warriors. So let's use the Phoenix Blade about like 1,000 times. So that's one special summon. So let's give our opponent 1 token. Send our Sephiroth Elite to bounce it back to our hand after taking 400. And now to get a second token. Next thing we're going to do is send another 2 warriors, get Phoenix Blade, discard Phoenix Blade, get back Armageddon Knight, which is going to trigger another token. And for now, we're actually going to send Chronograph Sorcerer. And the only point in kind of sending Chronograph Sorcerer is basically you just need to send really any level 6 dark monster, okay? So for right now, we're just using Chronograph Sorcerer. You can substitute that out for anything else. So, since we summon Armageddon Knight, we get another token for him. Now we're going to overlay into Duggarus. And also give opponent a 4th token, detach 2, and now we got Chronograph out. And that's also going to give our opponent their 5th token. Alright, so now this is where we kind of get some more of like the cheesy combo plays to get to FTK. We're going to link out all 3 of those monsters to get into Fulgo. And Fulgo is basically going to special summon another Fur Higher from the deck that doesn't have the same attributes or types, I believe. I think it's different types. And we're going to go for Dinah. And Dinah, why you always going to pick Dinah is because it's also level 6. So now we have 2 level 6. So now we're going to XYZ into a really broken card, I feel like. number 6 Chrononomy Atalantis. I probably misspelled that, but basically it has the effect that you can target one number monster in your graveyard, equip to this target. Then you can also detach one when it has one of these cards equipped, and then have your opponent's life points. So this card by itself is going to make your opponent at 4,000 life points. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. At this point, they should be at 4,000 life points. You can't do this in solo dueling books, and I did want to make someone's life miserable using this combo. Alright, so there's that. Next play we're going to do is now we're going to banish Garden Rose. Using her effect to special summon a synchro dragon, and we can use Rise of Dragon. And then to kind of round out the combo, we're going to link now into Union Carrier and equip onto Folgo, Horde Union Carrier, doesn't matter which one. We're going to equip on Earthbound Immortal, Asala Piscu, something like that. And why are you picking this card? Because when it leaves the field, except by its own card effect, you basically destroy all your face-up monsters your opponent controls, and they take 800 for each one. And thanks to Black Garden, opponent now has 5 monsters, so 5 times 800, 4,000, and that will do exactly 8k damage in one turn. So how we're going to get this to happen? One way is equip the Falgo, and now we're going to activate Sword Sparkle. Because if you forgot, you can trip one monster you control, and then basically put this card back on top of your deck. So we'll tribute whatever monster we equip the Earthbound to the grave, and that will destroy all the tokens, and do the additional 4k for game. So that's the combo, and I'm just going to show you what I use for the deck profile for this. So let's just jump onto my deck profile. Pretty similar to what I use for Dark Warriors, for my Yugioh. So I'm still using free Junk Forward, free Near Space Connector, free Aqua Dolphin, free Photon Thrasher, 1 Armageddon Knight, 1 Zephyrus Elite, 1 Chronograph Sorcerer, 1 Dark Grepher, 1 Dyna, 1 Asala Piscu, whatever that Earthbound name is, I have no clue how to say it correctly probably. 1 Plague Spreader, and then 1 Violent Cube. Okay, so we're using 20 monsters, then free Call by the Grave because this is a combo deck. 2 DDRs because we don't want to brick with we don't want to actually draw it and kind of mess up the combo. 1 Black Garden, 1 Phoenix Blade, 1 Horny Unicorn, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Moon Mirror Shield, 1 Reinforcement, 1 Sword Deep Seated, 1 Sword of Sparkles, free Infinite Permanence in case we do get forced to go second. Just because there was a chance to maybe play going second, we can stop maybe our opponent's combo. Free Shea Brigadines, it's a really good extender, really good one card helping get another war on the board. And then 1 Red Reboot is a card I'm actually now playing my Dark Warriors since it's only at 1. But it's just a card that goes so good in today's meta. Because this card basically just helps you gives you a really good out to like Eldritch and those kind of back row decks, or like the Floodgate decks if you force to go second. And even going first, this is a card that can activate going first and basically use as an out to Infinite Permanence against like your Crystal Needle Fiber, Hoya Isolde. Because both of those cards cannot be stopped stopped by Call by the Grave. So this is a really good option, okay? So I definitely say maybe use Red Reboot and combo decks now, since Eldritch is a really good deck right now, probably the best deck, and it's heavy trap oriented. Side deck is this random side deck. Then we have Invoke Raijin for the instant fusion target for a warrior. 2 Isolde, case the first one against like Sullen Judgment, and if I somehow get a second turn, you can always swap this out for anything else you want. I just keep 2 just in case. Bulbasaur for the random, if you want to go for OTK, even though this deck doesn't have it. This is basically just a tech card now. The Holly Fibrax, the Folgo, 2 Nightmare cards for more techs, 1 Link Ross, 1 Union Carrier, 1 Garden Rose, 1 Shooting Rise of Dragon, 1 Gaga Cowboy in case you go into game that 3rd match. Instead of making Douglas over here, you can make Cowboy and do 800 damage and win by 400, which is nice. Then 1 Cromley and again 1 Douglas. So that's kind of the combo I'll be going with. This is kind of just the whole basic one. Now, I'm going to say in advance that the one that I first got from the Decatron, he likes to play like a 60 card variant, and that's a really good variant too. The only difference between these 2 variants is basically consistency. The 60 card variant, as you're going to find, if you want to mess with that too, basically you're going to have a more consistent way to get into the start for combo. Because you play a lot more extenders. However, if you're playing like the 40 card variant like I like to, that's going to give you more chance of getting the cards like Call by the Grave, Infinite Permanence, and maybe get the normal Sun Near Space Connector to kind of hit out that 1 hand trap. Because even if you're playing a 6 card variant, you can still lose this 1 hand trap, and that's going to be game. So that's why I like playing 40 card variants, as you can see. It kind of just helps me play a few more hand traps and gives me more of a fighting chance against those big meta matchups. But again, it's all up to preference. If you like to have more consistent combo, go for a 60 card variant. If you want to have kind of a better chance to play for your hand traps, maybe you want to try 40 card variant. It's up to you. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you do not use this combo ever against me, because then we can't be friends. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it and subscribe to my channel already if you haven't, because it shows me that you like this kind of content and helps support me make more content for you to enjoy. Now, like always, I hope the rest of your week is blessed, and hope to see you all in the next video. See ya.